What's up, everybody? This is Read the Bible with me. I'm Stan Jr., and today we're looking at Exodus 28. Take a minute and click the like button and smash that subscribe button as well. If you are planning on reading the Bible with me every day, please do that, and it helps the video gain a lot of traction on YouTube. The algorithm looks at it like that, so I would appreciate that. Now let's begin reading. So we're looking at the priest's garments today. It says, "Then bring near to you Aaron your brother and his sons with him from among the people of Israel to serve me as priests." This is a foreshadowing, of course, of come out from among them. These men are going to be pulled out from God in order to serve him better. So he takes particular people and takes them out from among the world. We're called the priesthood, actually, that we are the people that are supposed to be witnessing to people and spreading the gospel to people and letting people know that there's a God that's concerned about them. And so we're supposed to tell them about the gospel, right? But then we're not supposed to live like them. We're not supposed to talk like them or act like them because we come out from among them. And so just like he told Aaron and his sons to come out from among them, come closer to God, that's what we have to do. We live in the world, but we're not of the world, and we don't agree with the world, and we don't say what the world says or do what the world does. And so Aaron and Aaron's sons, Nadab and Abihu and Eleazar and Ithamar, and you shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother, for glory and for beauty. He shall speak to all the skillful, whom I have filled with a spirit of skill, that they may make Aaron's garments to consecrate him for my priesthood. These are the garments that they shall make: a breastpiece, an ephod, a robe, a coat, and of checkered work, a turban, and a sash. They shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother and his sons to serve me as priests. They shall receive gold, blue and purple and scarlet yarns, and fine twined linen, and they shall make the ephod of gold, of blue and of purple and scarlet yarns, and of fine twined linen, skillfully worked. It shall have 2 shoulder pieces attached to its 2 edges, so that it may be joined together. And the skillfully woven band on it shall be made like it, and be of one piece with it, of gold, of blue, purple, and scarlet yarns, and fine twined linen. You shall take 2 onyx stones, and engrave on them the names of the sons of Israel, 6 of their names on the one stone, and the names of the remaining 6 on the other stone, in the order of their birth. As a jeweler engraves signets, so shall you engrave the 2 stones with the names of the sons of Israel. You shall enclose them in settings of gold filigree. And you shall set the 2 stones on the shoulder pieces of the ephod as stones of remembrance of the sons of Israel. And Aaron shall bear their names before the Lord on his 2 shoulders of remembrance. So he's going to walk into the presence of the Lord with the covenant that God had with Israel. And it's very important. God is a covenant-keeping God. You shall make settings of gold filigree, and 2 chains of pure gold, twisted like cords, and you shall attach the corded chains to these settings. You shall make a breastpiece of judgment in skilled work. In the style of the ephod you shall make it, of gold, blue, and purple, and scarlet yarns, and fine twined linen shall you make it. It shall be square and double, a span its length, and a span its breadth. You shall set it in 4 rows of stones. A row of sardius, topaz, carbuncle shall be the first row, and the second row of emerald and sapphire and diamond, and the third row of jacinth and agate and amethyst, and the 4th row of beryl and onyx and jasper. They shall be set in gold filigree. There shall be 12 stones with their names according to the names of the sons of Israel. They shall be like signets, each engraved with its name for the 12 tribes. You shall make for the breastpiece twisted chains like cords of pure gold. And you shall make for the breastpiece 2 rings of gold, and put the 2 rings on the 2 edges of the breastpiece. And you shall put the 2 cords of gold in the 2 rings at the edges of the breastpiece. The two ends of the two cords you shall attach to the two settings of filigree, and so attach it in front to the shoulder pieces of the ephod. You shall make 2 rings of gold and put them at the 2 ends of the breastpiece and on its inside edge next to the ephod. And you shall make 2 rings of gold and attach them in front to the lower part of the 2 shoulder pieces of the ephod at its seam above the skillfully woven band of the ephod. And they shall bind the breastpiece by its rings to the rings of the ephod with a lace of blue, so that it may lie on the skillfully woven band of the ephod, so that the breastpiece shall not come loose from the ephod. So Aaron shall bear the names of the sons of Israel in the breastpiece of judgment on his heart when he goes into the holy place, to bring them to regular remembrance before the Lord. And in the breastpiece of judgment you shall put on Urim and Thummim, and they shall be on Aaron's heart when he goes in before the Lord. Thus Aaron shall bear the judgment of the people of Israel on his heart before the Lord regularly. And what this is saying is that the priest or your pastor bears the people on his heart when he comes to the presence of the Lord. Your pastor should love the people, and the pastor not only should love the people, but go to prayer. Go in prayer with the people on his heart, and that's where this comes from. And literally, Aaron would have them on stones right on his heart, but he would go in the presence of the Lord with the people on his heart. God gives pastor after his own heart. And so the pastor must look out into the audience and love the congregation. That's what a pastor is to do, to love the flock. And so, verse 31, it says, you shall make the robe of the ephod all of blue. It shall have an opening for the head of the middle of it, with a woven binding around the opening, like the opening of a garment, so that it may not tear. On its hem you shall make pomegranates of blue and purple and scarlet yarns around the hem, with bells of gold between them, a golden bell and a pomegranate, a golden bell and a pomegranate around the hem of the robe. And it shall be on the herd. It shall be heard when he goes into the holy place before the Lord, when he comes out, so that he does not die. It's very important that he must be clean before he goes into the presence of the Lord, or the glory will kill him. A human body can't stand the presence of the Lord if it is filled with sin. And so it says, you shall make a plate of pure gold and engrave on it, like the engraving of a signet, holy to the Lord. And you shall fasten it to the turban by a cord of blue. It shall be on the front of the turban. It shall be on Aaron's forehead, and Aaron shall bear any guilt from the holy things that the people of Israel consecrate as their holy gifts. It shall regularly be on his forehead, and that they may be accepted before the Lord. You shall weave the coat in checkered work of the linen, of fine linen, and you shall make a turban of fine linen, and you shall make a sash embroidered with needlework. For Aaron's sons and sons you shall make coats and sashes of caps. You shall make them for glory and beauty, and you shall put them on Aaron your brother, and on his sons with him, and shall anoint them, and ordain them, and consecrate them, that they may serve me as priests. You shall make for them linen undergarments to cover their naked flesh. They shall reach from the hips to the thighs, and they shall be on Aaron and on his sons when they go into the tent of meeting, or when they come near the altar to minister in the holy place, lest they bear guilt and die. They shall be a statute forever for him and for his offspring after him. And that was Exodus chapter 28. Thank you for reading with me. Like always, I thank all my patrons who make this possible. If you'd like to become a supporter of the ministry, click the link in my description and you can do that there. Until next time, we'll be reading chapter 29 of the book of Exodus. God bless you. See you later. Peace.